So I've just finished my first 24 hours, my first day of doing water fasting. Not water fasting, dry fasting. Dry fasting. I heard about this recently a few weeks ago, and it's like I must do some fasting just to flush out toxins, see how I feel, lose a bit of weight, experiment, see what happens, and discover. But I wanted to do it wait until I had no more food left, you know, because I'm not one for throwing away food, and I didn't want to have the food there as a temptation, so I have to get rid of it all. Majority of it's gone now, but it's like I woke up Friday yesterday, and I thought I'll just do an experiment of just dry fasting, because if I can dry fast for one day, I can sure as hell water fast for about a week, or at least water fast for a day. If I can do this dry fasting, no food, no water, for one day, I can sure as hell do 1 or 2 days in water fasting at least. So the last thing I ate, I can't remember what it was, probably just a glass of water or something. The last thing I ingested was Thursday night, around 7 or 8 PM or 6 PM. Right now it is Saturday morning, it's around, it's 35 minutes past 9 Saturday morning. So yesterday up and down, mostly it was fine. Mostly felt hunger pains and all the rest, usual pangs, but it tends to go. I find that I was working all day doing my own stuff for this YouTube channel. It's through work. You just focus on something else other than the pain, or the hunger. It got about around 2 PM, and it got about around 6 as well, where it's just like hungry. I went to the toilet like twice yesterday, or 3 times. Once in the morning, once around 7 or 8 PM, and then again just before bed. That was it. I don't feel overly dehydrated. A nice glass of water. I got plenty of water here. I got about 4.5 litres of water just there in different bottles. A glass of water will do nice. Like, it'll feel nice, but I'm perfectly fine without it. Woke up a little tired, but like kind of relaxed kind of tired. You know, it's like I feel I can stand up and do stuff. I got out of bed around 7, and then I've been doing some work, been recording videos for this YouTube channel from 7 till 9:30 odd. You know, I feel like I feel limp and loose. You know, I feel energized, but I feel relaxed, energized. You know, body wise, I don't feel no difference. Health, weight wise, or anything like that. It's not enough time. It's too short of a time span. But I heard that fasting is healthy for us, so I thought I'd give it a shot. It burns toxins and all the rest, and like helps to change the body. And I've heard that. I think 1 day or 3. I think it's 3 days of water fasting or something like that can reset your immune system. So I like that idea as well, and it's just a good way experiment as well. See how you feel. See what happens with water fasting. But I'm gonna try. I tried dry fasting, no food, no water. But I've also heard that dry fasting has no contact with water either, like no washing your hands, which is interesting because in the morning I had a shower, and then I thought I'll give this a shot. But then I thought, hang on, I've already had contact with water, so you know, wash my hands like once yesterday. Didn't really go out. I didn't go out much. Just post office, do some stuff, and that was it. Come back. I also think that when you do water fasting, exercise as well, because the body does tend to like take all your fat that's stored in you and start consuming that instead. So if you exercise, it just helps the body to realise all these muscles are important, they're being used, so they won't really eat away at them. Anyway, so I've had 24 hours. I've had more than that actually. Friday, no water. It's been 24 hours as of now, roughly, like waking up yesterday. I'm about to have some breakfast. A lot of chocolate at least. I know I'm going to have some chocolate, plenty of water. I actually fancy some mango as well. I don't quite know why, but I fancy mango. Just it came about an hour or something ago. Just that the juiciness just came to my mind, and it's like I want some mango, and it's like I really should look into it. I should just get 1 or 2 mangoes just for the sake. I know where to get it from as well, but you see, I don't want to get too much food as well, because well, I want to start this water fasting like now, roughly, as soon as possible, for a week or something. I've got 4 litres of water here that I'll just drink casually throughout the day. I have a feeling that when I do water fasting, I will go to the toilet a lot, just because I've come to realise that your body only really needs a certain amount of water throughout the day. And so when you drink more, it fills up and overflows, and as it overflows, you excrete it out. So I'm fine. A drink of water will be fine, but I know the body is perfectly good and perfectly fine as it is. So it doesn't really need the water because it's got the optimum amount. Any more water, it just like, oh yeah, just get rid of it. But I think maybe at the same time that water that it urinates out does have toxins in it, and aluminium and other mercury and other heavy metals, which I don't think I got much of it anyway, of that kind of stuff. But I want to detox. I want to anything inside me that I don't want, or I don't want to think about that. But okay. But just experiment. See what happens. See how you feel for 7 days, a week, and then after that, let's try intermittent fasting. Ideally, I want to try water fasting for 40 days and or dry fasting for 40 days, and both of which will be an interesting challenge, I must admit. But I also think that just for that experience, that the water overflowing and all the rest, the body does find ways of conserving it. Maybe that when the body starts to go in more survival mode, where like no food, it starts to, rather than saying give me food, it starts to, oh, no food, okay, let's look inwards. What we got around here? They're a bit more resourcefulness with what we've got already. And I'm about 95 kilograms, which I don't know what that is in stones. In pounds. I don't know what it is in stones either. I'm 5'8", 173 centimeters. I think it's 5'8" or 5'9". I think 173. So I just want to lose a bit of weight. But that'll be nice as well. That's the main goal. But also discover what happens along the way. Experiment. Because I've also tried 2 years ago I tried the low carb diet as well for a few weeks. Didn't feel no difference. Apparently you're supposed to feel tired. Didn't have that experience. That's really it. I've also come to realise that I'm thinking of contemplating trying vegan diet as well, because the intestines and the structure we have and the teeth and all the rest, we're not really designed to eat meat, and so it's like maybe it's not necessary, and it's like yeah, maybe so. People talk about protein, for example, and I didn't realise this until recently, but protein nonetheless comes from plants. The plants create protein first. Nuts, lentils, hemp. Hemp is a good one. Hemp. In fact, I've got hemp milk here. How much protein has this got? 0.6 grams per 100 millilitres. 1.5 grams of protein per 250 millilitres. Respectful. The problem with it is it's got a lot of fat though, 7 grams. But anyway, hemp, and that's there because I've started a business with hemp. We want hemp.com, but that's another YouTube channel of mine. But the point is that there are different sources of protein, and it's like I don't think we really need to eat meat. So it's like maybe there's something behind that. All the vitamins and minerals and nutrients and essential fatty acids and all the 90, I forget what it's called. There's 90 vitamins and minerals that we need. They can all be found in fruits and vegetables and potassium and all the rest, and bananas. So it's like okay, well let's just change diet. I like corn as well. Corn mincemeat is good. Corn sausages are a bit dry though. And they're a bit thin as well. They're not really like the rest of them. Corn steak's a bit thin and uninspiring, but corn mincemeat is really good. It's very similar. So very similar texture. Try olive oil with that. A lot of spices as well. I've also heard that we don't even need to clean teeth. It's all down to what we eat. And I've been eating a lot of turmeric recently, and I've been told turmeric is good for teeth. So, Colgate and all the rest, do we really need that? No, I'm not sure. So I've tried 1 day of dry fasting. I should really try another time dry fasting with no contact to water either. No washing hands, no washing face, no shower, because that water gets through the pores or it moisturises the skin in some way. So I have to experiment with that as well. And I say 40 days as well, because 40 days is a good long period of time to see some results. I mean, like a month is good enough, but hell, well, a month, 40 days, 20 days, 30, why not a year? But I think 40 is a good round sum. I think 30 is good as well, but it's not as good as 40. I think 50 maybe a bit too much, or 60, yeah, 2 months, that's quite a lot. If you're going to do 2 months, and you might as well think, well, why not do the entire year? Because if you're going to do 2 months, then you could argue just finish off the entire year, so to speak. Keep going, just, you know, create a new record. I've heard the world record is something like 1 year and 11 days of like water fasting. It's like, oof, that could be interesting. That's an interesting experience. You change a lot, but I've heard you also want to exercise as well, because the body might attack some of the muscles, so you might want to just exercise them. A high intensity something training, HIT or HIIT, so as the body realises all these muscles are needed. And then I'm thinking vegan as well, because I don't believe we need milk. Milk is not designed for us at all. It's designed to get a baby calf, a cow, from like 20 kilograms to 200 kilograms. I don't know what that is in pounds, but getting it from that in like as quick as possible. And milk is not designed for us. And in fact, we stop breastfeeding after a certain age as well. So why do we need milk? We can get calcium elsewhere, and you know there's much healthier sources of milk elsewhere. And now I'm also thinking that maybe we don't need meat either, because we got really long intestines. And look at our intestines and our teeth structure compared to like, say, lions. They can only like I don't know, like gnash up and down, and they have very thin, not thin, they have a short intestine where it's just in and out. So they obviously realise that the meat they eat goes into the body and doesn't linger and gets excreted as soon as possible. Whereas we have a lot of intestines, and that's designed to get as much nutrients as possible from plants and etc. And meat apparently festers or lingers in the intestines and takes longer, and it goes through much short. You know, it takes longer to get through, and that could. And I come to realise that when fecal matter is inside your body and it stays there for too long, it tends to like leak toxins into the bloodstream. And it's been about a week at least, easily a week since I ate some meat. Just incidentally, not on purpose or intentionally, just incidentally. Had some eggs about a week ago, but I can live with them as well. Milk, hemp milk, coconut milk, almond milk. There's alternatives. It hasn't got to be from an animal for a child. But also, I'm thinking this kind of milk. What is it? You know, how milk in general? Is it just like take almonds and just squeeze them, and that's the milk? Which I suppose is just like blended or liquidized almonds, and yeah, okay, that could work. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm certainly as hell going to try a water fasting diet, and I'm contemplating doing vegan as well, experiment, see what happens. Also, interestingly, as a side note, I haven't shaved in about a month, and this is the longest the beard has ever been. So probably end of July I must shave this as well, because I'm just curious. This is the longest ever been. How does it look? How does it feel? It's not bad. It looks nice when it's combed. I also think end of the month, just to see how it grows, see how it feels. It's all right. A little experiment. Just do it, see what happens. But anyway, I tried dry fasting once. I'm gonna do it again. I feel quite good, like relaxed, energized. Must do water fasting. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be an interesting learning curve, fascinating journey. I've heard also quickly that water fasting doesn't interfere with your metabolism, and it takes 7 years to restore it, which I'm not overly concerned with that, because it's like a nice little detox and it's like you only water, and 7 years, well, that's not so bad. I'm not too worried. Maybe we'll do a bit more research into this, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to do a bit more research, of course, just to know what the best strategies or what kind of water to eat, what kind of water, or what kind of stuff to do. I felt good. Thus far, I've been very productive today. I'll have some breakfast, and I've got some more stuff to do. This weekend is going to be very productive. I've got plenty of stuff to do for this YouTube channel and another channel of mine, We Want Hemp. Because it's just, let's experiment with health. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to have some breakfast now. Here we are, I'll have some breakfast. So if you want, why not, subscribe to this channel and check out my other channel as well, We Want Hemp. I'm going to do some, this playlist, I'm going to do some behind the scenes kind of stuff as to what the hell's happening with me, this health, and building this channel, building this business. Because it's the journey, really. How cool is that?